Kamishibai is something akin to Reader's Theater. The students are just glued to the pictures and the stage. I have had them make their own Kamishibai. I've had them do retelling of fairy tales. My name is Monique Polberg. I teach second grade. Kamishibai is a wonderful teaching medium. I think it's really shows the integration of language arts and the visual arts at its finest. They are listening and synthesizing the story based on the visual. Then if you actually have them perform, then they're reading. If you have them create their own, they're writing. And so it meets all of those reading, writing, speaking, and listening for not only your English language learners, but if you have second language learners, they can take on the role of following along and pulling the cards and being part of a group. And then, there's the whole culture and geography that you can integrate as well. Right about that time that we started it, the book Kamishibai Man came out by Ellen Say. So we gave the kids that background knowledge by reading the story. Then that first day, I'll never forget, I sent them to recess. I set up the stage and put a story in the stage. I clapped and the kids like, that's just like the story. And I didn't have to say anything. They came, they said, and there's the stage. And they came and they went to the floor and they are just captivated. Children are very taken by the stage and how it opens up, and it really becomes a theater, and it really focuses them on that spot. And each story that we've been able to get and share with the kids, they watch it just like they would watch a TV show. I'm going to have one group come up and start. Do you want to do it first?
Yeah. The 1-inch pole. Once, long, long ago, in a certain village, there's an old man and an old woman.
I really like the focus that it has, that the reader can get behind the stage and the artwork and the characters in the artwork then get to speak for themselves more than it's not just the teacher, so we can kind of put a layer between us and the material, and I think that helps. I think it allows some anonymity for the kids too, that they can be behind there, not worry as much. They're not on stage anymore. They're hiding behind it. They're a stage hand, and they're the voice, the off-stage voice type thing that gives them a little more confidence.
A giant fish came swimming straight towards
Would you all like to go? Would you like to invite some other classes or take them to another class?
Yeah.
Can I show you a couple of examples? I'll show you this one. This is called the 3 Billy Goats. So look, this is really good because the billy goat is right in the center. The troll is here on the edge. But notice the main part of this picture is in the center. Now, this one, if I put my fingers here, what would I miss seeing? This student told me later, said, I should have put the troll more in the center. And the student also said, I think I should have made them bigger. This is a second grade artist.
Whoa.
Right in the center. And pretty big. And we put the words on the back, just like the real Kamishibai. We are going to start creating your own Kamishibai. We read our fairy tale. A lady who indeed was a witch snatched Hansel from his bed, carried him outside, and tossed him right into a cage. Goose, cried the witch. I'll show you. Let's go back to your seat. We're going to figure out how to make this into Kamishibai. Then we did the summaries for each of them. So we have Hansel. So I'll just make the head of a boy. I'll put a little hat on him. And I'll have a girl, and I'll just make her have curly hair. The second time, what did he leave? Bread. Found a house made out of candy. And oh my gosh, if you are the one that has this Kamishibai, you could make a candy house. And they lived how?
Happily ever.
Now, you are going to meet with your groups, and you are going to decide who does what page. each of you is going to be responsible for one part of the storyboard. I'm going to give each group enough pieces of cardboard and cut them. This is the Kamishibai size, so it'll fit right into the stage.
Oh, yes.
All put them, the picture's landscape. Do you remember, like, for instance, the picture of the dragon was really close up and big? You have close up and big things, because if you have really little things here, if you have a little bitty Hansel, a little bitty Gretel, that means they're far away. And I'm going to come around and we're going to help you sort of talk about what you're going to put in the picture. You're going to look at the storyboard and think about it. You're also not going to put anything around this edge. You're going to leave like a border. Then you're going to draw it lightly in pencil. When it's pencil, we can still do some erasing. So if you sort of change your mind or something isn't exactly like you think it should be. Then, when you get what you want, I'm going to give you a Sharpie. And then after that, we'll paint it and add color.
Yes.
It's, it's a teaching element too. You have to, when they're creating their own, you have to show them, they have to keep, if they're going to actually put it in that stage, they have to not go clear to the edge. It's a real challenge to get children when they're doing it to make it big enough.
Welcome to the Three Little Pigs.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. They were ready to set out into the world.
4 professional soccer players. Once there were 4 professional soccer players. Their names were Cristiano Ronaldo. All of the players agreed to play in the championship game. Then they won the championship game.
It's really fun to do. It's fun, I think, because it's so captivating for the kids.